Hey everybody, it's Mr. Greg. I'm so excited to get to hang out with my friend Alexia Pendleton. Hey Alexia.
Hi. Hey everybody.
We are going to have so much fun tonight. I cannot wait to talk with Alexia. We're going to be talking about dancing and music and ESGI, all of the things. And we have some epic giveaways tonight, y'all. It's going to be a blast. So tonight we are giving away a ticket to Elevate Virtual, a premium teacher planner, they're back here, from Berto & Co. by TKS, a $25 gift card to TKS store, and 5 one-year licenses to ESGI. And all you have to do to enter tonight's giveaway is hit that share button and comment. The more you share and the more you comment, the more chances you have to win some of those amazing prizes. Oh, we are so excited. So hit that share button, get in the comments, let us know where are you from, what grade do you teach, do you use ESGI? If not, why not? How many days do you have left? I'm down to my last 2.5 days. Alexia, how long do you have?
Oh, we are far into June, almost July. So I have a ways to go, y'all.
But you start when?
September 6th. So it's a little bit of a later start, which is nice. So we have July and August. So almost to the end, but definitely a little jelly of the people that are ending.
Right. But listen, I'm always jealous because we go back in August.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, it's August in the South. It is 110 degrees. It is humid. Like, I would much rather go into June and then have like
a little bit
back a little bit. Yeah. Like when it's not miserably hot in August. Yeah. It's crazy. Well, listen, we are so excited that you're part of the Elevate family.
Oh, I love it.
I love that we share a passion for ESGI. And I love your videos from the classroom with you and your students just dancing and just the joy that comes to those videos. If you are not following Alexia on social media, you need to do it because her videos, they just bring you joy. So talk a little bit, introduce yourself, talk a little bit about the dancing and the music in the classroom.
Yes. So, hi, I am the dancer teacher, obviously, where all the dancing comes in. So I am a kindergarten teacher in New Jersey. I am a mom of 2 boys. He's going to be 13. I don't know how I have a 13-year-old, y'all. I'm not ready. And a 6-year-old. I'm a hip hop instructor. I teach fitness hip hop and regular hip hop and competitive hip hop. I'm a new host of a new talk show for educators called The Rules to Engagement. I'm a wife, so just very busy and doing all the things and just trying to survive. And dance and movement and music is so important. It's such a passion of mine to be able to infuse what I love to do outside of school and bring it into school. And just knowing that it's not just about the joy, but it's also about the brain research behind movement and rhythm and music and what it does for our kids and their learning. It really gets their bodies moving and it gets different areas of the brain activated. So it's kind of like, you're heightening their learning experience and it creates short-term memory, and it brings it into long-term memory. So the science behind it, and it's just fun and it's joyful, and it keeps us going because it's hard. It's hard teaching kindergarten all day.
Listen, if these kids get any more feral here at the end of the school year, like I'm basically like, they're feral, I'm feral. So we're just going to, if no one's bleeding and nobody's hurt, we're just letting it go. We're going to allow it because we just can't at this point.
Yes.
Okay. So I love like that you could tell that this is such a passion of yours, but I also love that you pull in the science and the brain research. But before we get to ESGI, I think you need to do a hip hop class for people who can't dance.
I got you.
At Elevate, okay?
Let's do it.
Okay.
We can do a morning session with the dance. I would love to do that. We can wake up and have some fun and just do a little two-step, because I teach the fitness classes, y'all, and there is people of all ages, at all different people from all different cultures and all different groups, and we just have a great time. So yeah, let's do it.
I love it. Because listen, I have zero rhythm. You can ask my husband. He will tell you.
I don't think so.
Like none. So, all right. So we're going to see. We're going to put you to the test.
Okay.
And if you can teach me, then you can teach anybody. I love it. I love it. Well, and I love also, like you mentioned, like the movement piece, like how it activates parts of the brain. And one of the things that we struggle with so much is that retention piece and the recall. Like, yes, we can teach it, but are they storing it in long-term memory? Can they recall it? And so I love that movement helps with that.
Yes, it really does. And it also, when you think about it, when you think about a song, maybe like back in the day when you were a kid and it plays on the radio, like you can start to remember and recall that information because it's stored in different areas of the brain. So when we add that movement and then we really embed the practice, because our kids sometimes, like, they're expected just to, you teach it and then you know it and go. Like, no, kids need lots and lots and lots and lots of practice to get it stored. So adding that movement piece just makes it a little bit more fun and engaging. And also it's activating the brain in different areas that you wouldn't just, sitting down doing a regular lesson.
Well, and you mentioned like a song that we all know from our past, like it's great. Like if you think about it, like when we hear a song, even if it's like a song that we, from whenever, like we remember the lyrics.
Yes.
Most of us probably remember our childhood phone number, right? Yes. And so like if we can remember that, then we can help our kids to recall and retain all of the stuff that we're giving them, right?
Yes.
I love it. So I'm just watching the comments, and I want to let you know we have some amazing giveaways tonight. We have 5 one-year licenses to ESGI, a ticket to Elevate Virtual, a premium teacher planner from Berto & Co. by TKS, and a $25 gift card to TKS store. So all you have to do to enter tonight's giveaway, hit the share button and get in the comments. The more you share, the more you comment, the more chances you have to win a free ticket to Elevate or to Elevate Virtual, a $25 gift card to TKS store, a teacher planner, or one of 5 one-year licenses to ESGI. And if you haven't yet registered for Elevate Virtual, now's the time. The links to register are in the comments. You can click those links and get registered. Elevate Virtual kicks off June 1st. So you need to get registered now. You don't want to miss out. And then tonight, we're also going to be talking about one of, you've heard me talk about this for 14 or 15 years now. I don't even know. Kristen can probably tell me how many years. And I know Alexia loves this.
Oh, it's fine.
And I know teachers love it. And so tonight we're going to be talking all about ESGI. And as we were talking a minute ago, Alexia, I was thinking like how great would it be to like, you assess with ESGI, right? You get your data and you see the gaps, right? You see what we need to work on. And then you can incorporate some movement and music with that, right?
Yes. And you can do it in small group and you can do it in whole group. And you can, sometimes I take a video and show the parents, okay, this is something that you can do at home and practice it. And it makes it fun, So ESGI, and y'all, if it wasn't for Mr. Greg, back in the day when I first started teaching kindergarten, I would have never known about ESGI. And it's, if you don't have it, what are you doing? Because it's like a lifesaver. I wouldn't go a day without it. It really saves so much time, and gets us the data that we need fast, because oftentimes, admin or people coming in will be like, well, you're doing all that dancing, you're doing all that stuff, but that's not showing in the data. But if you use ESGI, you can prove and show them, okay, this is where my kids started. This is how much growth they have made. So what I am doing is working. So that's very important for me to be able to get it quickly and out. And they have so many cool features.
And listen, you made such a good point. Y'all keep hitting that share button, get in the comments. We've got prizes coming up in a little bit. You don't want to miss out. The more you share, the more you comment, the more chances you have to win some amazing prizes. You made such a good point. Like, people coming into your room, you're like, hey, you're doing all this dancing, but right. Mm-hmm. And we get this all the time, not necessarily from my admin, but from social media. Like, oh, that's cute, but oh, that lesson was fun, but. So you know what? Guess what we do? We use ESGI. We have data that shows, hey, yeah, that we were chasing those sheep the other day for subtraction, but look at this. 95% of my kids have mastered subtraction, right? Mm-hmm. So that's a great thing about ESGI. It's so fast and it's so easy that you can literally assess in a matter of minutes, and you've got data to show your admin. You've got data to drive your instruction, and that's what we love about it. It's so fast and so easy.
So fast. What's your favorite feature, Greg?
Ooh, mine, I have two.
Okay.
The most missed, like the item analysis report, because I use that a lot. Like, anytime I do an assessment, I look at that report immediately because I want to see, like, what are we struggling with? That one, and the parent, the family piece. Like, report cards come out every 9 weeks. Progress reports are 4 weeks. And guess what's on our report card? An E, an S, an N, a U, a P.
And they're like, what does that mean?
Exactly. And it's 9 weeks. Like, I don't want to wait 9 weeks for them to be like, oh, my kids need help, or my kid's doing great. And so that's why I love that family piece so much. What about you?
The family letters, probably my favorite thing. And I love that it like coordinates like the colors. So like there are 4, it shows them where they're at so they can kind of gauge, and then what did they get right? What did they get wrong? And I also love that you can group the grouping tool. So like I group my students by what their needs are and what, their skills are. And then I can see, if my small groups are effective, because how have we progressed, doing the things that they need to move forward. So those are my 2 favorites.
I love it. I love it. All right. I'm going to ask everyone in the comments, if you use ESGI, what is your favorite feature of ESGI? And I've seen a couple of questions, so I want to throw those at you really quick. What grade level is it for? And can it be used for middle school?
Well, it can be used for primary. However, they have different features now and they're kind of upgrading it. I don't see why it couldn't be used for middle school. You can create your own assessments. You can either assess them one-on-one, or you can send it to their things. And honestly, if you send it to their computers, it's probably easier for middle school to use it because they can read.
Right.
So, and they can pick what they want, but it's just, y'all, there's nothing like it out there.
You know what? Like, now my brain is like thinking, because here's the thing about middle school and like upper elementary. Why is it that after like 1st or 2nd grade, like we just stop doing all that stuff? Like we stop one-on-one, we stop small groups, we stop music, we stop art. Like, why? Like, I think, and I taught 5th grade my first year, it was middle school, but I think middle schoolers, most of them, would enjoy some one-on-one time.
They would.
I think if you are a middle school teacher and you got ESGI, because you can create your own assessments, so you could absolutely create middle school assessments, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I think middle schoolers would enjoy sitting down with a teacher for some one-on-one time as they do those assessments. And then think about the conversations you could have,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I think about the conversations that I have with my kindergartners, because the great thing about ESGI is you do the assessment, it's one-on-one, it's a simple click yes, click no, and then instant data.
Instant.
And guess what I do is immediately I talk to the kids. I'm like, hey, look how much you filled in your circle. Let's look at your history, your growth, so they can see that line going up. And then I say, okay, what can we do to make that line go up? Or what can we do to fill in this circle, right? So it leads to some great conversations.
Yeah.
And I've seen a couple of questions about using ESGI and district required assessments. So you want to speak to that, and then I can add into it as well.
We got to do district required assessments, y'all. It's just what the name of the game is. However, every meeting I go in and they're like, wow, they call me Mrs. P. Wow, Mrs. P, you really know your students. How do you know that what they know so well? How can you give me a percentage? Like, you can't do that on a district assessment because they're just analyzing, you know, you plug in. We use EdConnect, so we just plug in, or you might use we use in New Jersey a rainbow sheet where you just plug in, but it doesn't give like specifics. Like ESGI lets you know what things, like out of all of them, what they got right, what they got wrong. Where a benchmark assessment is just going to give them a total number, but not really deeply what do the kids know, what do the kids not know, like an item analysis, like Mr. Greg was saying. So of course you got to do them. But ESGI is so much faster, and it gives you so much more valuable information for your day-to-day instruction that, you know, you just got to use it.
It's that instant real-time data. Like, you don't have to wait for the benchmark. You don't have to wait to the end of the unit or whatever to do the other things. You have that data that then you can modify your instruction so it's better for everyone. So if you are wanting to learn more about ESGI, you can sign up using the code ELEVATE, and that's going to actually get you an extended free trial through September 30th. So the links to sign up are in the comments. I've got a blog post and some videos on it. I know ESGI has great tutorial videos. Alexia, you're going to be doing a lunch and learn all about ESGI at Elevate in person this summer. So many opportunities to learn about ESGI and how to use it.
Yeah. And that free trial is great. Like, you can play around with it, see it. I guarantee you'll fall in love with it. And, you know,
I can still remember getting an email, not from Kristen, but from her mom, Melinda, way back, and be like, hey, you want to try this in your classroom? We'll let you'll try it. And as soon as I started using it, I was hooked.
Yes.
And it has been my number one classroom must-have ever since then. So I've seen a couple of more questions pop up about district required assessments. So here's what I do. And this was going to answer a specific question. I can't remember who asked it, but what I do is, and what my team does is, when we are in our team planning for ELA or math, we look at the required assessment for that week. And then we try to figure out, can we turn that into an ESGI assessment? And then if we can, then I'm the one on our team who does that. So we try to think of, because we know it's going to be a lot faster. Now, of course, we know kids still need paper pencil assessments. So they get those. But if it's something that works as an ESGI assessment, we will turn it into an ESGI assessment. Somebody asked, like, do I have to upload the page? A lot of times that's what we do, is like, I'll screenshot pieces of the assessment and put them into ESGI. Or if it's stuff that's like where I'm just asking the questions, then I will just, type those in. And so that's another great benefit of ESGI. You can create your own assessments to really assess anything you want.
Mm-hmm. Rubrics too, y'all.
Yes.
The writing rubrics, love it.
Right. And it's all data and information that is easy for families to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because they can see this pie graph filled in, they can see the growth line, they can see what was asked, what was missed. And so it's actually usable for not only us, but for the families.
Yeah, they love it.
Are there already created assessments?
Lots and lots of them.
Lots of them. Hundreds and hundreds, probably into the thousands, because you can access like all of my assessments are there. Do you have assessments on there, Alexia?
I have some.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
I just copy sometimes.
Yeah. Well, right. Like that's another thing is you can actually like copy an assessment and then modify it. So y'all listen.
And you could search for the standard, honey. And if somebody's already doing it, why create your own? Just copy it.
There are over 2,000 assessments available for you to use already. Look at that. There you go. Listen, if y'all have any questions about ESGI, drop those in the chat, because Kristen from ESGI is here and she can assess, or she can answer some of those questions as well. How often, Leah wants to know, how often do you send home a report to families?
I usually send it quarterly. So like that progress report time, just to support the progress report, and then like report card season just to see their growth. And then I always use it during parent teacher conferences, which is wonderful. So that they can actually see what the kids are able to do, because we know sometimes the parents will be like, or the families, well, they know it at home, Mrs. P. They know it at home. I don't understand. And I'm like, well, they don't know it at school. And here's what they have. So then they're like, oh, okay, I understand. Kind of bringing down that guard a little bit, because they will come with you if they know it at home.
Right.
So it's the evidence behind it. So it's great. It's great.
I love it. All right, y'all, listen, we have about 10 minutes left. If you have not yet hit that share button, do it now. If you haven't joined us in the comments, do it now, because we're giving away 5 one-year licenses to ESGI.
Oh.
This is new.
We love
5 one-year licenses to ESGI, a premium teacher planner from Berto & Co. by TKS, a $25 gift card to TKS store, and a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. All you have to do to enter tonight's giveaway is hit the share button and get in the comments. The more you share, the more you comment, the more chances you have to win so many prizes. So hit that share button, start commenting. Micah Lee says, I love the quote, they know it at home. Show the receipt. Right? There's another reason to have ESGI. You can show the receipts. I love it. Kristen, there's a whole new marketing campaign for you. Share the receipts. I love that. I love that. There was another question. Oh, how often do you use ESGI in your classroom?
I usually use it weekly. Mm-hmm.
Same, about weekly. Again, the great thing about it is it's so fast. In just a few minutes, I can assess my students. And so, for example, a couple weeks ago, we did EE words. And so in the middle of that week, I literally can either pull out my iPad or my laptop. And in the middle of that week, in the middle of learning those EE words, I can assess my students and see where we are. And then I can modify that instruction, right? But yeah, at least weekly. And then what I try to do is once I've done some assessment, like I try to send home the information a little more often, just because I think it's more useful. Even like when the families log on and look at the online grade book, they're just seeing some letters. And so those student details report, which has all the information, is, perfect for the families. There was another question and I just lost it. What was it? Oh, can you email the family parent letter?
Yeah, because you can save it as a PDF. So
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can download it as a PDF and then attach it to an email, right? Yep. Michelle says we don't use it that often, but I'm thinking we should. Listen, this is why. So let me give you an example from this year. Few months ago, admin came to kindergarten and said, hey, all the other grades have done these data chats with admin. We want kindergarten to do it. So basically we had to create a little slideshow of all of our data, what we were noticing, the gaps we were seeing, and how we were going to address some of those. And so it was super intimidating because we literally had to go into the conference room. It was our 3 admins sitting across the table and us, like just me. And we had our slideshow on the big screen. We had to walk them through it. So it was really intimidating. But what I did was I correlated our benchmark data to my ESGI data. And what we found was they were very similar. And so then I was able to drill down and create a couple of groups of students and target very specific skills with them. And then guess what happened to our end of the year benchmark? Those students went up. And so that's a great way. That's what ESGI is great about, is you really can modify your instruction in the moment and really move those kids. So I was reading a couple of comments.
Yeah, it's great. And I can say, like, even my son's school, I was surprised, but the teacher used it as well. So it was great to see like another teacher, because normally, I'm a little bit, because I'm teaching kindergarten and he's in kindergarten, I'm a little like, oh, but it was great to see like, oh, they're using it too. And I also like to maybe go back to another assessment and then reassess to see that growth. Like maybe if it's a little bit harder to do weekly, like make your core standards and then give it several times throughout the year just to see and progress, like how your kids are progressing throughout the year.
Right. And so, and that's the thing is like that what my kids love seeing that growth line, right? That line going up. And it's such a concrete visual for them to see that progress. Mm-hmm. Listen, if you want to sign up for a free trial of ESGI, the best way to love it is to use it. And so right now you can sign up for a free trial of ESGI using the code ELEVATE. The links to do that are right here in the comments. You enter the code ELEVATE. You're going to get a free trial that will be extended through September 30th. So if you're not using it, if you haven't signed up for a free trial, do it now. Use the code ELEVATE, and that will get you a free extended trial through September 30th, which means you can play with it. You can use it at the beginning of the year, and trust us, you've heard both of us say this. As soon as you use it, you're going to love it.
Love it.
There are a couple more questions I want to throw out before we do our giveaways. If you haven't yet hit the share button, if you haven't commented, now's the time. We're giving away 5 one-year licenses to ESGI, a free ticket to Elevate Virtual, a premium teacher planner from Berto & Co. by TKS, and a $25 gift card to TKS store. So get signed up, use those links, hit that share button and comment. We'll do our giveaways here in a few minutes, because I do want to ask a couple of these questions. Do you think this could be set up for weekly U-Fly assessments? Absolutely. And Leah, you could probably go on and search, and I bet a lot of those assessments are already there. But yeah, if not, you could just create them in ESGI and you have them. And then there was another one. I'll ask you this one, Alexia, and then I can chime in as well. When you do one-on-one assessment with ESGI, about how long does it take you?
It can take like 2 minutes, honestly. Like, and we don't want to assess, like, give them 15 questions. Like, right. If they can do 3, 4, 5, then, and it depends. Like, if you want to give a longer one and it's a unit test, that might take a little bit longer. But like for a formative assessment, we don't want them so long. Seconds, minutes.
Yeah. Literally like a couple of minutes and you're done. And the other thing is kids love it.
Yeah.
Because guess what they get to do? They get to come and be with us one-on-one. Like they get a little bit of one-on-one time. They get to see how they're doing. They like to see the circle filling in and the growth line going up. So the kids love it as well.
And it's like that testing anxiety is kind of taken away. It's not like, oh my gosh, I'm going to mess up. It's right. It's like a game. So let's just test to see how your brain has grown. And, it's not scary for them, which sometimes testing can be for a lot of kids.
Micah wants to know, do the students need their own devices for it? So technically, no, because technically the way I use it the most is it's a one-on-one assessment. So they're sitting next to me looking at my computer or my iPad. There is an option to do student screen. So if you had a second device, you could actually have them on that device, but that's not required. So they literally are sitting next to you. The questions show up on the screen and it's basically, and you can do the rubrics, but most of the assessments are yes, no. And so if they get it, you click yes. If not, you click no, and then boom, you're done.
I do it the same way.
I'm going to ask this question, Leah, and then I'm going to let Kristen answer this one in the chat, because this is actually something I don't know. So Leah needs to know, Kristen, how many students can be added? So I'm going to let Kristen answer that in the chat, and then I will throw that out. Julie says, we assess one-on-one, but with paper, which is very hard to keep up with. This would make it much simpler.
Oh, yeah. Because how do you look through all that paper?
Right?
Oh, my. That's a lot. Yeah. And you can't really, like, of course, you're going to analyze all that data, but like, who has the time? We're not going home and taking papers home, people. We're going to use ESGI, and we're going to caw and let it go.
And let it go. I love that, right? And you don't have that big binder of paper. And yeah. And listen, if you want a binder, look, I have my binders back here. I love my teacher binder, right? You can print off the student detail reports. Like you can print off like the reports from ESGI, so you can have that paper to take with you. Like when I'm doing parent conferences, I will always print it off, and so the families can take it with them. But I also will just have it pulled up on my laptop or my iPad, and we can look at it that way, right? Kristen says, for a teacher account, it's up to 35, but you can add more through our customer support team. Specialist accounts can have as many as needed. So there we go. Thank you, Kristen. That was something I did not know. All right. I'm scrolling up to see if we've got all the questions. If you have any last minute questions, now's the time to ask them, because here in a minute, we're going to pick some winners for our prizes. We have 5 one-year licenses. We have a $25 gift card to TKS Store. I'm laughing at this question that just popped up. We have a premium teacher planner from Berto & Co. by TKS, and a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. And if y'all haven't registered for Elevate Virtual, now's the time. You can head over to elevateyourclassroom.com, get registered for Elevate Virtual. It kicks off June 1st. It's 90 days on-demand virtual access, 36 sessions, including 4 keynotes, a certificate of contact for 36 hours, $500 worth of digital resources to download for your classroom, $10,000 in giveaways, and so much more. Deanna Dawn says, I love that it made flashcards. Y'all, listen. Once you do an assessment, you can actually make personalized flashcards to send home with your kids. How awesome is that?
And it just does it with a click of a button. You don't have to do anything. Just click flashcards, and it tailors it to what the kids got, need work on, and boom, done.
And bingo. It makes bingo games as well.
And handwriting.
Yes.
Of the year.
Right?
First and last name.
There you go.
Who wants to type that in?
Right?
Boom, done.
Boom. You know what? We always talk about wanting to take things off of our plate, right? Guess what ESGI does? It takes so much off of our plates. And so when people are like, help, how do you fit it all in? How do you save time? ESGI is how. Because it literally makes assessment easy. It makes that data analysis easy. It's done. It's all right there. Boom, you've saved some time. Ooh, another good question. I'll ask it. I don't know if you'll know it, but Kristen will know. Does it do cursive writing?
No. I don't think so.
I don't think so, but we're going to let Kristen chime in on that one. Okay. This comment made me giggle because it sums up how all of us think. I'm trying to find, I don't see it now, but the question says, can I use this without letting my reading specialist know? Yes.
I mean, yeah.
100%, girl. Close the door and use it. I love that. Right?
I mean,
we were wrong. You can edit the font to cursive.
Well, something new.
Love it. Look at that. We've both learned something tonight about ESGI. I love that. And you're going to be doing a lunch and learn in-person session at Elevate, right?
Yeah. So it's called Teach It Like You Mean It, Moves, Music, and Must-Dos to start your year off strong. So of course, at Elevate, we are going to get, ready to learn tips and tricks and things to do for when you go right in the classroom. Now, I'm not going to be there like some of you in August, but you can be ready with some things and how ESGI and using music and movement go hand in hand to just, have a stronger start to your school year. So I'm excited about that.
I love it. And I love that you are combining all the things. ESGI, right? Because you got to get that baseline data, and then music and movement to kick off that year. So ESGI is going to save a little bit of our sanity at the beginning of the year because we know how crazy the beginning of the year is, yes. Right? But also you're gonna give us some movement and music to help make everybody's beginning of the year better. I love that.
Yeah.
So listen, if y'all want to get in on that, join us at Elevate in person in Nashville, Austin, and St. Paul, right?
Yes. I'll see y'all at all three. So come on.
We're gonna do some hip hop.
Yeah. So. Yep. We're gonna get Mr. Greg dancing.
Okay. All right. So listen, if y'all haven't registered for Elevate in person and you need a reason, Alexia is gonna get me dancing. That's the only that if you really don't need any other reason to come to Elevate in person, because that will be a show in and of itself. Somebody asked, is there a discount after your free trial? Yes. When you use the code Elevate, you get a $75 discount. $75. So when you sign up, use the code Elevate. That's going to get you an extended free trial through September 30th. And then when you sign up, you'll get a $75 discount. Will it? There was a question. Does it print parent reports in Spanish?
That I don't think so, but maybe.
I know it will do the letters. The parent letters will be in Spanish, but I'm not sure about any of the other reports. Christina says, I have heard Alexia's sessions in person through the wall. Sounds like a ball. You're right. It really is. Ooh, yes, it does. It does reports in Spanish.
Yeah.
We're learning so much tonight. I'm glad we're here to learn. I love it. Laura makes a good point, and I love this. Laura says, our whole grade level hasn't it. It's been interesting to compare our data when we are all using the same assessment and the same way of assessing. It's so true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's saving so much time and stress, y'all.
Because then if you're in those PLC meetings or your data meetings, and then you're shuffling through papers and you can't do it. By that time, the meeting's over. You got to pick up your kids from specials. So just take your time.
Listen, that planning time goes way too fast. You don't have time to be shuffling the papers. So sign up for ESGI. Use the code Elevate when you sign up. That's going to get you an extended free trial through September 30th. And that will also save you $75 off when you subscribe after your free trial. Because listen, once you get the free trial, you're going to want it. Trust me. Real talk. You're going to want it. It's worth every penny. Use that code, get your free trial, and then you can save $75 when you sign up. So there you go. All right. Who's ready to win some prizes?
Yeah.
All right. So we're giving away 5 one-year licenses to ESGI, a premium teacher planner from Berto & Co. by TKS, a $25 gift card to TKS Store, and a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. So we'll do the first 3 prizes from us. So we'll do our planner, our gift card, and our premium teacher planner. And those winners are going to send an email to, I don't know who, but Jason will tell me, I'm sure. So our first prize is a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. Sorry, ESGI, you cannot win. Hey, at least it didn't pick me this time. I'm sorry, Richard, you can't win either. Richard's one of our Elevate presenters. You listen, I will tell you why it's choosing these people, because they're commenting and sharing. So the more you engage, the more the system sees you. All right, congratulations, Heather Marquez. Congratulations, Heather. You have won a free ticket to Elevate Virtual. Heather, send an email to jason@elevateyourclassroom.com. Let him know that you want a free ticket to Elevate Virtual, and he will take care of you. All right, next we have a premium teacher planner from Berto & Co. by TKS. Y'all, if you do not have your planner, get it now. They are selling like crazy. It's blowing me away how fast they're selling. Sorry, Crystal, you can't win either. I love it. So you can check out those planners, get them now because they are going fast. And the winner of our teacher planner is Shannon Johnson. Congratulations, Shannon Johnson. You've won a free planner from Berto & Co. by TKS. Send an email to jason@elevateyourclassroom.com and let him know you want a planner, and he will hook you up. All right. Next, we have a $25 gift card to TKS Store, and that goes to Misty Hook. Misty, congratulations. You've won a $25 gift card to TKS Store. Send an email to jason@elevateyourclassroom.com, and he will hook you up. Just make sure you let him know that you won the $25 gift card. So if you were one of those winners, just send an email to jason@elevateyourclassroom.com. Let him know what you want, and he will take care of you. All right. Misty Hauk. I love how Misty put it in the comments. I love that you pronounced your last name. Thank you. Hauk. I like that. Misty Hauk. All right. And now we have 5 one-year licenses to ESGI. And so I have the winners here. These winners will receive an email from Kristen at ESGI. So if you hear your name, just know that Kristen has your information. She will be sending you an email. All right. So here we go. The winners are, hold on. Okay. Shannon Petrie, Rochelle Bailey, Ruby Pierce, Anne-Marie Gass, and Kalisha Robinson.
Yes.
Those 5 people won a free 1-year license to ESGI. And so those 5 winners will be receiving a email from Kristen at ESGI, and she will take care of you. All right. So everybody be on the lookout for that. Missy says no one ever gets her name right. She even got it wrong for months when we dated. There you go. And one more time, sign up for ESGI, get your extended free trial through September 30th using the code ELEVATE. That code will also save you $75 off of the price. Come to Elevate in person because Alexia has an in-person lunch and learn session where she's going to show us how to use ESGI music and movement to kick off our school year, right?
Yes.
And you have some amazing Elevate sessions at in person.
Yes, I have 3. So feeling vocabulary, building that in our community meetings. So how do we get our kids being able to communicate, with what they're feeling so that they can move forward and deal with their feelings? And then, if we can communicate it, then we can feel them and we can move forward. So that's so important, especially now. Our kids,
Right.
are really having trouble communicating those feelings in a healthy way.
In a healthy way, right?
Healthy way, yes. Not a violent way.
Or screaming at me because somebody looked at them. Yes.
Yes. So that's one. Stronger together. So building families and communities. We know that sometimes our families and building our communities or our classroom, they're just not connecting, and that creates, absences and other things. How do we build that in our classrooms and with our families so that we can be stronger than ever? And the last one is healing hearts. So centering trauma-informed classrooms, but also incorporating joy. So lots of fun things. So I can't wait to see y'all in just 3 weeks, right?
I know, it's like coming up. It's crazy how it always seems so far away, and then bam, it's time. So we're ready to kick off a summer of Elevate. If you haven't yet registered for Elevate Virtual, you need to do it now. You can actually sign up and use the code Mr. Greg to save 25%, which means you can get registered for Elevate Virtual, not for $100, but for $75, which is going to get you 90 days on-demand virtual access from June 1st to August 31st, 36 sessions, including 4 keynotes. Look at those keynotes right there, y'all. Amazing sessions from real life, active, current classroom teachers, educators who are active in schools, research-based, easy to implement ideas. The best part about a virtual conference is you can watch these sessions as much as you want, whenever, wherever you want. So you can watch it, go back and watch it again, take notes, process it. You have 90 days on-demand access. Plus, you're going to get over $500 worth of materials to download for your classroom. We have $10,000 in giveaways, a certificate for 36 contact hours, all for only $75 if you register and use the code Mr. Greg. Y'all can't beat that. An amazing deal. Make sure to follow Alexia on social media, the dancer teacher. Trust me, her videos will bring you joy. Come to Elevate in person so that you can learn about ESGI from Alexia. You can dance with her.
And you could dance with Mr. Greg,
right? You're going to get to watch me learn how to hip hop. So there we go. Alexia, thank you. This was a blast.
Yeah, I really had so much fun. It's like the good kickoff before, we're in person. So
absolutely. And Kalisha said that today was a rough day and that this made her day and her night. So Kalisha, we're glad that we could be here to help you, and we glad this made your day better. Thank you, Alexia. Thank you to everybody who joined us in the comments. We appreciate you. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule. I will be back live Tuesday and Thursday night with some great sessions about background knowledge and vocabulary and play in the classroom. So I hope to see you all the rest of the week. Everybody, have a great week. For those of you who are wrapping up the school year, have a great end of the school year. For the rest of you who are in school for a while, hang in there. You're doing great things. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. We'll see you all very soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.